Imagine waking up before the sun every single morning. Not because you have to, but because you know that one person will be there. No texts, no plans, just the quiet rhythm of two people chasing their dreams in the same gym, at the same hour every day. That's where Blue Box begins. And honestly, that premise alone had me hooked before the first episode was even halfway done. Hey everyone, welcome back to Anime Analyzer. Today we are talking about Blue Box, or Ao no Hako in Japanese, the sports romance anime that quietly dropped in fall 2024, and somehow didn't get nearly enough noise for how genuinely good it is. This is a full honest review, zero spoilers, so whether you're thinking about watching it or you've already binged it and just want to hear someone else gush, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. The story begins with our main character Taiki Inamata, a first-year high school student on the boys' badminton team at Aimi Academy, a sports powerhouse of a school. Every single morning, Taiki shows up early to the gym to train. But no matter how early he gets there, someone always beats him to it. That someone is Chinatsu Kano, a second-year student, star player of the girls' basketball team, and, if you haven't figured it out yet, Taiki's massive, can't stop thinking about her crush. Their relationship starts as little more than shared mornings and stolen glances. But then life does what life does. Throws a curveball that suddenly puts these two in each other's orbit far more than either of them expected. What unfolds is a story about two young athletes chasing national-level dreams in their respective sports while navigating something neither of them fully knows how to handle: their own feelings. Now, let's talk about the characters, because this is honestly where Blue Box earns most of its points. Taiki is not your typical shonen protagonist. He's not loud, not overly dramatic, not making grand declarations every 5 minutes. He's earnest, quietly determined, the kind of guy who lets his actions speak before his words do, and in a sea of anime boys who either scream their feelings or bury them so deep you need archaeology equipment to find them, Taiki is genuinely refreshing. Chinatsu is equally well written. She's driven, focused, emotionally complex, and she actually communicates like a human being, which, in romance anime, is apparently a rare and precious gift. And then there's Hina Chuno, Taiki's close friend and fellow athlete, who I want to talk about for a second because she deserves it. In most romance anime, the third-wheel character exists to cause problems, stir drama, maybe cry in the rain a couple of times. Hina is completely different. She is written with such care and emotional intelligence that there were moments I genuinely forgot she was playing a supporting role. No backstabbing, no manipulation, just a person dealing with complicated feelings in an honest, dignified way. It's rare. It's beautiful, and it makes the whole love triangle feel human rather than exhausting. Let's talk about what Blue Box absolutely nails. The animation, first of all. Telecom Animation Film did a gorgeous job here. The character expressions carry enormous emotional weight. You don't need pages of dialogue to understand what these characters are feeling. Their faces do all the work. Badminton and basketball both get their moments to shine, and they're used brilliantly to mirror the emotional beats of the story. When the sport accelerates, the emotions accelerate. When the pressure peaks on the court, it peaks in the heart too. And the overall tone of this show, I need to highlight this, Blue Box feels warm, genuinely warm. In a genre that often thrives on misunderstandings, jealousy, and manufactured drama, this anime trusts its characters to behave like decent human beings. It trusts its audience to appreciate the quiet moments. And it treats young love not as a joke or a performance, but as something real and worth taking seriously. With a male score of 8.16 scored by nearly 150,000 users, clearly the anime community agrees. All right. I have to be real with you for a second because I said honest review and I meant it. Blue Box is a slow burn. A proper, committed, no shortcuts slow burn. If you come into this expecting confessions by episode 5, declarations of love mid-match, or a kiss in the rain before the halfway mark, you are going to test your patience. The story moves deliberately, letting emotions build through glances and small moments rather than explosive reveals. Now, personally, I think the slow burn is the whole point. It's what makes the payoff feel earned rather than handed to you. But I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't mention it, because some viewers genuinely did find the pacing frustrating, particularly in the middle stretch of the season. If you need your romance fast and loud, you might want to pace yourself with this one, maybe 2 episodes at a time rather than a full binge. So, where does that leave us? Blue Box is one of the most quietly excellent romance anime to come out in recent years. It doesn't rely on cheap drama or shock value. It builds something genuine, piece by careful piece, with characters you actually want to see happy, and sports sequences that make you feel every point scored. It's tender without being saccharine, it's honest without being harsh, and it looks absolutely beautiful while being all of those things. Blue Box gets a very well-earned recommendation from me. This one's special. Season 2 has already been officially announced and is in production. So if you start now, you're getting ahead of what is going to be a very talked-about return when it drops. Give it at least 4 or 5 episodes before you judge it. Let it breathe.